Hello everyone, my name is Sayed Naveed. I am working as an automation engineer for more than 15 years. So today I want to just introduce you to the tool I have created, Q-ARK. I know these days most of the Q engineers use different tools for different validations like UI tool, for different tools for JSON validation, for locator validations. So I thought of coming up one tool where you can do most of your work at in a single tool that will help you consolidate most of your work at in a single place. So let's start. This is the tool that I have. So if you first click on this, you will see options to open QA Studio, which will give you the locator window to find the locators, and there is a JSON Studio which will I will go over for JSON validations. Let's start with QA Studio. This is how it looks. It has different tabs, locators, where you can just select an element and you hover over or click that will give you the locators. There is a shadow DOM that will give the depth of the shadow DOM locators, iFrame. This is a test studio for accessibility testing, and there are different templates to generate locator and test it out, and that will also generate you the code for different languages. So let's get started. Okay, let's start with shadow DOM. One of the main pain point for any automation is finding a element which is deep inside a shadow DOM. Even some AI takes time and it fails because the element is deep inside the shadow DOM. So I have come up with an algorithm where it can just PSS through the shadow DOM, and it will give you the locator path right inside the tool, and you can also evaluate it right here. You can copy it directly in your script, this is the for Playwright and this for Selenium. And also the main part is it's just not giving you one option, it is giving you multiple options based on the stability of the locators. If you see here, the stability is defined based on different scoring logic. We have data attributes, ID, unique, match, which gives you the 50 points. So based on that, just want to make sure even with the change in the uh, HTML or the CSS, the stability of the locator is maintained. So based on that, this scoring logic works, and it gives you best options here. So when you copy, it will copy the best and the second best. So you also always have a fallback. So the main idea is the to prevent these scripts to fail just because of fair locator not found. In order to avoid that, I came up with this tool, so hopefully it will help. uh, and if you see here, go inside this, it will give you the number of shadow roots. You can also generate shadow map, test piercing, so many things inside this if you just uh, explore more. Okay, and it will also give you different test code, generate test code for different uh, different languages, test ng, Python, NU8, Playwright, and all. So let's quickly go to next option. Let's go inside the iframe, how you go and validate. You come here, you validate the iframe, it will give you the iframe depth, how much depth it has. You can just test here the iframe. Again, if you see here, you have multiple options to select. You can select which are options you like most, or you feel which is more stable. And if you use the copy locator, it will give the first two, it will copy the first two options which are more stable, and the second one you can have as a back. And if you go to iframe, it will again give you the levels of iframe. Here it will give you the depth of the iframe. And also if you can hover different standard locators, you come here, you hover over this, you see it will give you this easily able to evaluate within this without opening any HTML, or pressing F12 or going inside the dev tools. You can able to find all your elements within this tool, and which also give the best tool, you can judge yourself, like why it is more stable. You can see here why it is more stable. It has tag plus href, and it is unique value of it. Based on that, okay, this cannot be changed very easily, so we can use this. So you can do that. And if you go to the templates, you can create your own XPaths here, like different class, text, contains. You have different options. And let's move on to the test studio. So if you see test studio, basically it runs like accessibility test on a given web page. So if let's run this test, immediately you will see the results here. You will see like it scan the number of elements, it will scans like the website, it how many frames it has scanned, all the tests here. And if you just quickly want to view the stats, it will give you the stats right inside the browser. So you have so many things, and if you still feel like there are some issues with this tool, you can report an issue. I will try to fix it. And you have the GitHub link for this tool, and if you want to test on this page, you can just click here, want to test, and it will bring you on this page, and this lab here, you can just test it out here. So this is all about like helping UI automation. And now let's move on to the how it we can help the API automation people. Let's move on to the JSON Studio. JSON Studio has like so many different features. You can validate JSON, you can copy JSON, clearing, compare. This is for finding the JSON path. So one of like whoever works on API automation, they always have problem like finding the JSON path in a straight way. So I will show you one quick example. Okay, copy a code here, click this on, and you just hover over, it will give you the JSON path. Like if you want to find the path, it will highlight this. If you want to evaluate the value, this is it. It will also give you the value here. So if you like another example here, if I go inside this, and if you evaluate value, it will give you the value. Update, it will give you this value here, and you can find the path here. So it will give you the JSON path right here. You can directly use in your rest assured code. And it has also like different option, like if you want a compact one or the fallback, you have two options here. So it will be easy for your test should not fail because of incorrect JSON path, or like locator not found. That's the whole idea, or having this creating this tool, and like make the life of an automation engineer very easy. And you have like search button here. So this is all about like pathfinder. Let me quickly refresh. You can also validate JSON here. Your JSON can be validated. You can change it to T structure or JSON. You can also change the font size. And if I say select like, you can select like JSON here. Okay. So let's try to validate JSON. It will give you the line number and the column where exactly have the with JSON have the issue, and like if since and showing you that it's an invalid JSON. Okay, you can also copy this whole JSON if you want to clear it out here. And like one more main feature here is like comparison. So if you see here, let's compare this JSON, and like if you run the compare, it will show you like there is one difference here, and you can just show you the difference here. So what is the difference here? Like the timestamp have the problem, and let's see here. And this like another feature called is validate contract. This is one of the like most important one, because you can have like many requests and responses. So you have one contract, so you just want to make sure that okay, the request or response that I'm getting is based on the contract we have it. So let's see here, if I like quickly copy this, and like I want to validate the contract. Here you copy the contract, you paste it here, and you see here the contract looks good. Okay, now let's validate a failure scenario. just refresh this page. Here, contact, copy it, paste it, and let's check the contract. Validating the contract, it will give you the errors here. So if you want to check it quickly, like how it looks like, let's open it quickly. Here you see, missing fields, data and all, everything comes here. So this is all about, you have different options, different things in one single tool which you can use it, and it will make any QA life much easier. Hopefully it will be useful for QA community. Please rate it, give your feedback and help improve this tool, and hopefully this will be useful for whole automation community. Thank you.